And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, today we're taking a look at Buggaloop. Now when I saw this, I was immediately interested in this because this uses the little hex bug inside it. I already did another game of this called Bugs in the Kitchen, which is a game that we like so much that we kept it. And this one came with loops that this bug crawls through. Sounded like a lot of fun? Let's take a look. The game is made up of several pieces. You'll notice these kind of chutes here that are placed one on one side of the board, another on the other side. There's this underground area here, and on top of this underground area, you're going to place this board here. This is the playing board of the game. Then you're going to pull out one of the hex bugs here, and you're going to turn it on to start the game, and it vibrates. If you've never seen one of these, they just move around based on their legs because of vibrating. And you're going to start it going up one of these tunnels. Now, as soon as you do that, one player starts and rolls a die. That player is going to move one of their pieces, whatever is on the die, 1 through 4. The next player will roll. If you land on somebody else on your roll, you go here. And the next player goes, they roll a 2, and then they move 2. Now, as soon as the bug comes out on the board, gameplay stops. And the bug's just going to run around the board, knocking over your bugs. But he'll leave. When he leaves, you look at each bug piece. If it's touching a space, it goes back. But if it was pushed off a space completely, it goes over here. So the bug might be underneath for a while. So let's say it's the green player's turn. And you'll notice that if you're on top of these 4 spaces, you're safe. Well, let's put some more bugs on the board. Let's say everybody's playing tough. It gives them a chance to knock more bugs around. Come on, Hexbug, do your bug killing thing. So you can see he's moving things around right now. If this yellow piece ended here, and it did, this yellow piece is off, this one's off completely too, and the rest move back to their spots here. And so you'll keep playing. Now sometimes the bug will come back up the same chute, sometimes it will come up the other chute. It doesn't matter, but while you're waiting, you can go. And now your goal is to get over here. Once you get all 3 of your pieces over here, you win the game. And you don't need to get exact count. So if you're here and you get a 3, you can move in. And that's basically how you play the game. As soon as someone gets 3 over, they win. There's really not a lot of depth I can go into the game. You just saw how the game works. The bug goes through the loop, it's rattling around at the bottom, and people are rolling dice and trying to move across Parcheesi style. As you move over there, there's 4 safe spots, but you eventually need to move off those safe spots so you can get to the other side. The game involves you grabbing the die from the next person, so they roll it, you immediately grab it and roll yours because you need to move fast, because the bug actually spends more time above ground than he does underground. And that's probably the main problem with the game. It's cool that he goes around and knocks the bugs off, but sometimes he'll sit there for 3 minutes just moving around. Everyone's sitting there going, all right, are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Then he goes away. You're like, yeah, start rolling the dice, and he comes right back up. I mean, it's possible he hits the bottom and comes back up. So it's a cool idea. I just wish that there was a way that they made it so that the bug definitely stayed down below for at least 20 seconds or so. And I understand there at the end of the game that can cause excitement, but even though it's a cool visual thing, it's really cool to see the bug go through the loops and to move around. And I like these little hex bugs as much as the next person. But the game itself is just roll and get to the other side, and the bug comes up or down. It doesn't play as well. It's not as smooth because there's that grabbing of the dice as one rolls a die, and then you have to reach across the table or roll on the floor. I don't know. Bugs in the Kitchen had that same level of chaos, but the bug also moved very chaotically, and it made it very fun. In this one, I think it's a neat idea, but in the end, it's going to get very samey very quick. Dice Tower Judgment! It's okay.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door!